What up, players? If you're new to the channel, my name's Alfredo and this is Backyard Yonques. I'm the main one pretty much running the channel and the Instagram page for me and my three brothers. So yeah, just making this video today showing my 1970 Nova. Bought this car in October of 2016. I bought it from one of my buddy. His name's Jose. He has a couple other cars, but he had bought this Nova. I guess he was gonna clean it up, stuff. But I ended up buying off of him. He had it pretty much ready for paint. I'll put some pictures up, but yeah, it was a pretty straight car. It had a 350. It ran. He gave me. It was a drum brake all around car, and he gave me a set of disc brakes for the front, tubular control arms, and it was a pretty good deal too. So I kind of came up on this car. And well, I mean, now we're in 2020, some years later, and it's a whole different car now. All right, guys, as you could tell, I don't got the 350 in here anymore. It's a 5.3 out of a 2003 Tahoe. It's backed by the 406 the Tahoe had. So got the original drive shaft, just got it shortened to my stock 10 bolt in the rear. Still open diff, so it's a peg leg. As far as a 5.3 goes, it's pretty much stock except for I got a LS1 intake. I got a stage 2 BTR truck cam in there with the LS6 springs, but pretty much small cam and an intake. I got these Hedman headers. They're for LS swap Novas. They're mid lengths. I got this Corvette belt drive for the front. MSD wires, truck coil pack and injectors. Well, LS1 injectors, because they all came together with the fuel rails and everything. But I'm using the CPP slider motor mounts, so I'm able to slide it a few inches forward and back. I sit it as far back as I could. And then the tranny cross member is still the original Nova cross member. I just had to notch it, so that's why my tranny sits a little low. I didn't have to modify the tunnel or anything. So the car's not really pushing some crazy power, but I mean, it's good enough for me to have fun in it. I got it tuned at KP Fab. It got 330 horsepower to the wheel, and he said he could have got some more power out of it, but he stopped because I'm still in the same stock drive shaft and rear end. So that's why I gotta be upgrading soon. I'm gonna go 12 volt posi, do an aluminum drive shaft. That way I could go get it retuned and get some more power out of it, hopefully. Maybe do a few more upgrades just to get a little bit more power. But I'm running CPP brakes on all four corners. I got the big brake kit, so I got disc brakes in the front and rear. I'm using a Wilwood master cylinder just because when I bought the Nova, my buddy Jose gave it to me too. So just use that shit. It looks a lot nicer. I'm not using a boost or anything, just manual brakes. I got these rims a couple months after buying the car. It was on rallies before, as you can see in the other pictures, but they're Kois. The fronts are 18x7. Not sure on the back spacing, but 18x7 in the front, and the rear is 20x8. I really like how these wheels look. I bought them and they had some curb rash on them, so I mean, I don't really care. Still look nice to me. So for my suspension, I'm running all Ride Tech from front to rear. I got the coilover kit. It comes with arms, so I got upper and lower tubular control arms. I got the tall drop spindles, 2-inch tall drop spindles. I got their beefy sway bar. And then I got, of course, the coilovers. And then the rear, I got a 4-link and some coilovers also in the rear. So everything's Ritec. That's why I get this. That's where I get my stance from, Ritec. So all the major work in this car was done in a matter of 3 months. I took the subframe out the car. All new Ritec suspension was put in. The whole LS swap, everything, firewall smoothened out. Everything was done in 3 months. And it's pretty much been the same ever since. I've just been driving it hard everywhere I go. I've never really had any problems with anything on the car except for the oil pans. As you guys can see, it sits super low. So my oil pans, I've cracked my engine oil pan at least 3 times. I've had to replace the tranny pan at least like 8 times. And so everybody's always giving me crap all the time. It's finally planning on cutting the tunnel up so I can raise the tranny and raise everything up just so I stop cracking all my oil pans, you know. Lighting up my car, I got some eBay Jeep Halo headlights. Best for your buck, probably $100 or less. You can find them all day online. The tail lights are from easyperformance.com. It's an LED panel that sits behind the lens, and I got an aftermarket harness by PSI. In my opinion, cleanest harness out there. They make it to your specific application, anything you're running. They make it to fit your car perfectly. Super clean, easy install. The car is completely rewired with the American Auto Wire classic update kit. From headlight to tail light, all new wiring, everything's brand new. So for my exhaust, I'm running some Black Widow Race Venom mufflers, 2.5-inch exhaust all the way through. After the headers, it goes into an X pipe and then dumps right before the rear end, and the Black Widows are right at the end, so you really hear that sound. So the fuel system is by Tanks Inc. I got their 20-gallon gas tank. Comes with the in-tank fuel pump. I think it's a Wellbro GPA 4 or something. And yeah, I got their fuel line kit, so that's how I'm getting gas in my engine. So when I bought the car, it was pretty much ready for paint. At least that's what they said. Me and my brother Martin started messing with it, sanding it down even more because it came primered when I bought it. It pretty much was straight and ready for paint, but the quarters were a little warpy, and then down here on the rockers, the primer was just peeling off. Like, we literally scratched it all off with the razor blade. But shout out to my brother, he's the one who paints all our cars. I got this satin black paint job with the gloss black stripe, and I've been rocking with this paint ever since. Everybody always asks me if I'm gonna paint it. I always tell them no, that this is what I'm gonna keep this car just like this. Of course, I gotta go with the Dakota Digital gauges. I think they're the best in the game. You know, super clean, simple, everything functional, you know. So I got those gauges. The interior is not the best. I got a Forever Sharp steering wheel, B&M shifter. The inside's still work in progress. I got some bucket seats out of I don't even know what kind of car. No carpet. Sounds just basic 6s in the front, some 6x9s in the rear. Nothing crazy. You guys know me, my car's never clean. It's always dusty. So, you know, it's a driver. I enjoy it.